Technology, when used strictly for entertainment purposes, hinders personal relationships, whereas technology, when used for social networking and the exchanging of information and ideas, helps form stronger bonds.
Having accomplished this subtask, students describe their relationship with peers as shifting toward greater trust, independence, frankness, and individuality, and as feeling less need to conform to the standards of friends or to conceal shortcomings or disagreements. Students who report higher levels of computer use for academic and electronic mail, which may include both academic and non-academic content, as well as use of PDA and cellular phone, tend to have higher levels of educational involvement.
I guess positive would be that I met a lot of really cool people,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I have more common ground of things to talk to people about, because I like to talk a lot about TV shows, and I can carry on a somewhat competent discussion of shows I don't even watch because of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But also I know, I've also learned, I feel like I've learned a lot of stuff from the internet also. Like, if you watch SciShow, which is a part of the Vlog Brothers video series where they talk about science. And I feel like I've learned a lot of really cool things that they don't really teach you in school.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's also been beneficial educationally. And sometimes you come across a lot of cool sciencey things on Tumblr and stuff.
Cool.
But I feel like in terms of negative effects, maybe I'm not as good in terms of social interaction with actual people in the real world because I spend so much time on the internet. And sometimes I feel like I do miss things because I spend so much time with technology.
The author surmised that computers may make it easier for students to communicate with one another.
Probably right to, but at that point I feel like I have to mention that I have Asperger's. So talking to people isn't comfortable for me anyway. So I mean I have that. It's easier for me to write things down as it is, but I mean for just in general it's easier for me to write things down because when you speak to someone in person things can be taken so many different ways. And I suppose it's the same thing with the internet, but I feel like the internet, when you're talking about the internet, it's a lot more blunt.
It is not simply the use of technology in general, but rather the purpose for which technology is used that is relevant to personal relationships.
Ooh, I think there should be like a limit to what how much technology the incoming generations use, because I feel as though a lot of incoming generations, they will not have the same childhood as us because they have so much access to technology, whereas us, we just remember a time when there wasn't as much technology, so we were able to just go ahead and run around outside. It's like a childhood. You run outside, you play, you watch cartoons. Now kids can go online and surf the web, pretend to be somebody that they're not. They can pretend to be 27 when they're only 5. It's ridiculous to me. I think there should be a limit.
As we have seen from our articles and the evidence provided by our interviewees, technology can both help and hinder the forming of relationships, depending on how it is used.